If you look at the COVID days, there has been a massive increase of use of internet and applications which ride over internet. And we find that OTT players have also come to the fore, and they are providing a lot of entertainment stuff and a lot of communication stuff. Now, what is a little concerning is the communication stuff, calls, messages, things of that nature. They are similar services to what the telecom providers provide to their subscriber. However, while the telecom operators have invested a huge amount of 11.4 lakh crores during the last 20 years to set up these networks to provide these services, the OTT players ride on the data services of the telecom and provide similar services. That's fine. But the problem arises when the rules of the game are applied differentially. While TSPs are asked to pay a huge amount of levies, of license fee, and are subject to a lot of regulation, unfortunately for the OTT, the field is clear, which means that there is a differential between the OTT players providing the same services and the TSPs who are providing the same services. And to compound the matters, this affects the revenues of the TSPs because the major earning of revenue for a TSP is from long distance calls as well as from SMSs. And this is the area exactly what OTTs are targeting in their communication aspect. They are putting up applications which provide long distance calling at zero cost. They are putting up a WhatsApp type of instant messaging services which bypass SMS services, and therefore there is a loss of revenue to the TSPs. Even if you leave that aside, you look at the Government of India policies, they have rightly regularized the telecom sector for the national good. Now, those regulations are quite stringent and they go as per the policies of the Government of India and of the DOT. But similar regulation is not applied to OTT providing similar services. That is a very big dichotomy. The second thing which concerns me is data protection. While we are, as TSPs, we are subject to lawful interception, we are subject to various other regulations for data services, OTT people are not. And if you scan the environment, you will see that many of these OTT players are offshore based. And hence they will have access to unhindered data, whatever they collect from their users, because there is no regulation on them, or very scant regulation on them. Now, hence this is a very unequal field in which it is not good for the telecom industry, certainly, but it is also not good for the government. The government policies will be bypassed. The critical things that government has brought in will be ignored because of no regulation and no checks. And the third is there will be a huge amount of loss of revenue to the government. So these are some of the issues which are facing us and with which we have brought to the notice of the government, and we feel that the way to resolve these issues is by treating both OTT players and TSPs at par. We are not saying that you bring them into the tax fold or you bring them into the levy fold. All we are saying is have a level playing field. Whatever you think as state policy is applicable to a TSP should also be applicable to the communication derivatives which come from an OTT. And will there be a healthy growth of the telecom sector, and only then will the government's policies and regulations enforced in the spirit in which they are meant. If that is not done, then there will be a lot of problems which I have outlined earlier, and OTTs will continue to deliver services impacting telecom, impacting government revenues, and impacting the law of the land. So I strongly urge that this should be looked at holistically in the strategic sphere rather than in the tactical sphere. Thank you very much.